Cerise, your nose is bleeding, Nelson suddenly exclaimed. What? Destin touched his nose and saw blood on his fingers. Damn it, the septum mortis is truly extraordinary. Who'd have thought that I would experience a reaction so soon? He was practically invincible. However, his body was unable to withstand the 10 deadliest poisons. The residual venom from the deadly slither before was enough to make him unconscious. Now that he had taken an entire septum mortis pill, it weakened his immune system. Most importantly, the septum mortis poison couldn't be expelled by a person's cultivation. There was absolutely nothing he could do as the toxin slowly entered his bloodstream. Once that happened, it would move on to attack his organs. Though the process would take time, it was deadly. And the scariest thing was how complicated it was to clear out the poison completely. Destin had excellent medical skills, but his hands were tied if he didn't have the relevant medications. Seems like we'll have to get our hands on the culprit this time. No matter what, Destin mumbled to himself. He was starting to feel the pressure building up. Cerise, are you all right? Do you need to go to the hospital? Nelson asked. It was concerning to see Destin's nose bleeding right after he had swallowed a poisonous pill. I'm fine. That wouldn't be necessary. Destin shook his head. If he couldn't get rid of the poison, the hospital couldn't either. Are you sure you're all right? The bleeding isn't stopping. In fact, it looks like you're bleeding even more now, Nelson asked anxiously. It's just a nosebleed. It's nothing serious. Destin smiled, trying to appear calm. Besides, just a little poison won't be enough to harm me. The moment he finished talking, the world before him turned black. Destin had collapsed. When Destin finally opened his eyes again, he was in the hospital. It seems that the toxin within him had finally stabilized. But things still weren't looking up for him. You're awake, dear, a surprised voice sounded beside him. When Destin turned around, he found Natasha sitting by his bedside. Worrying was evident on her beautiful face. Natasha, why are you here? Destin was shocked. I heard from Nelson that you fainted. Of course, I had to come over to check on you. What's the matter? Are you feeling uncomfortable anywhere? Natasha asked, concerned. I'm fine. I guess I was just exhausted, so I dozed off. Destin pretended to be relaxed. Exhausted, poisoned, more like, Nelson muttered. Shut up, Destin blared at him. Poisoned, what happened? Natasha asked, furrowing her brow. It's just a little poison. It isn't serious. I'll be fine after taking some medications. Destin chuckled. Are you sure? Natasha was doubtful.